Today we are back on the Squad Busters Reddit, or should I say the Dead Busters Reddit. Yeah, so the Reddit isn't doing too well at the moment. You can see the top post of today only has 22 upvotes, and the top post of this entire week, which is including a new hero getting released, only has 80 upvotes, or 86. So, yeah, although this post says the Spike event has finally arrived, collect 6,460 cactuses to unlock Spike. And then this is Spike info. We have a few more days. You can get daily rewards. You can get them from trees, etc, etc. Anyway, so moving on, finally, new content. I've been waiting for this for so long. Yes, the Spike is finally released into the game. Probably one of the best heroes in the game right now. You'll see more posts on that later, but I'm enjoying Spike a lot. I think he's a very fun hero to use. He's a healer hero, although he doesn't feel like a healer hero. I think his only ability is he increases healing by 15% for himself and only for himself. I could be wrong. I think that's worse than Mortis's healing. Although when you run and stop moving, I guess Spike does heal the whole squad a little bit. So Spike event is just a copy of Sonic event. Not going to complain. Yes, although it's a lot easier. It only took me 4 hours to do this as a free to play. I say only 4 hours. That's a lot. But if you guys just do your daily rewards and only your daily rewards, you will finish it in the 7 days that you get. Maxed out Spike is very strong, and this guy has a power level 5, trait level 5, and turbo level 3 Spike. I have a power level 4, trait level 4, and turbo level 3 Spike. But yeah, you can see he's getting a bunch of first place wins. He got first place here, and his squad is maxed out. He's just showing off that there's 45,000 star tokens. You know, I have more. I have 60,000. Spike is a beast. OP probably bought the cactuses points with real money and had hero points saved up. That's what I did, except I grinded legitimately. So actually, that's not what I did. Spike is the best hero in the game, and this guy likes Spike so much that he's got it in golden hero form. He bought the gold skin, which I would say is a waste, but I also bought the gold skin on my main account for the Royale King, which now I regret because instead I could be maxing out with Spike, but now I can't afford it on my main account, so I'm on my free-to-play account. But yeah, I think on my main account, I'm going to save up for the next hero with my points and just use Spike on my free-to-play. Not my experience with him. Still need the last page of upgrades, though. So this guy doesn't think Spike's the best hero in the game. I don't have the last page. The last page makes a huge difference, by the way. You get 20% extra damage with those grenades, which is huge and more stunning. So yeah, but I still notice it's pretty good at page level 7. Wait until being nerfed, that's what Supercell do. Yeah, just like Royale King. Royale King got nerfed quite a decent amount recently, although he's still usable. In fact, talking about the Royale King nerf, Royale King also got a good ability that you use with him nerfed as well, which is chicken clones. And this guy here says, removing the chicken clone heal mechanic is a really bad sign. I really hate this change. Until now, there was only one niche mechanic in the game, chicken clones being healable. It didn't open the door for tons of strategies, but it showed something important, that squad busters could allow for creative combos. And that was exciting, especially now with Spike, which theoretically makes such ideas even cooler. Wouldn't it be amazing if the game had more mechanics like this so players could come up with crazy combos and unique strategies? That's what I hoped for, but instead the devs removed it completely. To me, that is a bad sign because it feels like they didn't want the game to go in that direction at all, and honestly, that's really sad. Dev team be like, oh yeah, players are enjoying something, let's remove it real quick. I get why they removed it, because that's not the intention. You're not supposed to have infinite chicken clones in your squad, but I also understand that having infinite chicken clones in your squad makes you move faster and makes the game much more enjoyable to play because no one wants to move around like a slug. That's boring. So I understand both arguments. It was a very good ability that everyone was using, and it wasn't a skill-based ability, so I understand the nerf, but maybe they need to add, what in my opinion they should do is add more abilities that give more speed boosts, so it's not just chicken clones and that's it. Yeah, this change sucks, especially since it was undocumented with no warning. Mortis is already in such a bad state, but with really clever loads out, he was still okay. Tank, barbarians, chickens, but every time he gets an ability that makes him competitive with the broken kings, Royale King and Barb King, they nerf the ability into the ground and buff one of the kings. Well, Barb King got kind of nerfed into the ground recently, and Royale King also got nerfed quite badly. So I would say things are a tiny bit more even now, with Spike probably being the better one. I know some people are mad because Mortis was once overpowered, but playing him in Modern is rough. So I have mixed opinions. On one hand, I understand that Mortis got over nerfed, and that's a little bit unfair, but I think he is better now, but only because other things got nerfed. But at the same time, I used to hate Mortis users, man. All they would do is just chase you down for like 2 minutes straight. Not every Mortis user. A lot of them would chase you down for 1 to 2 minutes straight, never leave you alone, constantly throw fireballs, bats on you, even if it was obvious they weren't going to kill you. Powers need changes. I hate the fact that because powers aren't tied with a squaddy, that means you're upgrading squaddies for basically nothing. You know, I know what he's going to say. I'm not going to read the rest of this, but there was a really good idea in my community that someone said. For example, let's say you have a log in your lineup, right? So you're having a log as one of your powers. Well, if you also have a Greg in your squad, then the log should get a bonus because you've matched squaddy pay with ability. So for example, if you've got coin stash and you have a goblin in your squad, the coin stash then gives you 1 extra coin each time you use it. Stuff like that would be so good in this game. Just making it so the powers, if you also have the squaddy for the power in your squad active, you get bonus abilities. That would be sick. Given that Supercell reads this sub, a question: should Squad Busters 1.0 become a game mode, seasonal/permanent? I think it should be a game mode, but only like with the heroes. So it would just be, you can get infinite troops in your squad, like 5 Colts, for example. That's what I think they should do as a separate mode. They've already said in a year they might look into it being a game mode if the community still wants it. This will be a separate game mode, not replacing 2.0. They're never going to go back. It's 2.0 or the game's going to get shut down. I actually like 2.0 over 1. You can give them constructive criticism on how to make 2.0 the best game though. Yeah, 1.0 is not coming back. I think even Squad Busters China, that's still on 1.0. I think they're going to be going to 2.0 soon. So yeah. I'm still mad that they killed Unit. So Squad Busters said they are reworking the game. What do you want? And then we want Miner to be decent outside of doppelgangers. Miner was the best squaddy in the game, even outside of doppelgangers, so that doesn't make sense. But Bandit, I'm fine, just don't touch me. Yeah, Bandit got nerfed quite bad. And then F it, you drop 2 coins now, because Bandit drops hardly any coins and Miner's really bad. Hello, my name is Nail in the Coffin. Yeah, Knuckles was really bad. I don't know why. Tails is okay, but I thought Knuckles would be the better squaddy. Hey, what? Someone explain. All right, what's this guy complaining about? So he's got Sonic. He's running into a Mortis user that's way stronger than him. And the Mortis user way stronger than him is... what's going on? I don't get it. The Mortis user is winning or losing? Bro, no one's dying. They're just constantly... oh, okay. Mortis heals himself like 700 HP every 2 seconds. If you saw one of my recent tip videos, you'll know that. So yeah, that's probably why it kept alive for so long and you probably like locked off the Mortis. Did you also have Mavis? Damn. Oh, we had an Optimus Prime, so you're probably targeting the Optimus Prime while the Mortis was also healing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Poco really needs to get a nerf. Holy crap. I don't think that's just Poco. I think that was Prime and the fact that Mortis heals himself quite a lot. Is it just me or did everyone forget about this event? Oh yes, the 2 million sub challenge. If we get to 2 million subs, we get 500 star tokens. They should update this event. Change it so when we get to 2 million subs, we get like 1,000 hero points. Boom, you'll get 2 million subs. I'll sub on like 2 billion accounts, right? Okay. No, it's just pointless to old players. I mean, yeah. Star tokens aren't really what they used to be. I have no words. And this guy sent a video from Squad Busters China. And it's, look at this mode. It looks really cool. Now, I was going to buy an Android phone to play Squad Busters China. If you want me to do that, let me know, by the way. I can make some videos on Squad Busters China. But yeah, Squad Busters China is like, they're still in 1.0. Wait, what the hell is that mode? Golden bots. Oh my God, they got golden robots mode. That was a mode that we were supposed to get, but we never got as well. Yeah, Squad Busters China is a lot more advanced over our mode. And they have 1.0 still, which is cool. But like I said, I think Squad Busters China are going to be updating from 1.0 to 2.0 soon. Greg farming unit is broken, and this is the last post of today. I know what he's going to be talking about because I recently played the Spike event. Well, we've all played the Spike event. And as you'll know, if you're playing the Spike event, Greg drops cactuses, but he's a pain and he never targets the trees. Sometimes he'll just sit there and actually not go for the tree, even though there's nothing to kill in the squad. It's really annoying, and hopefully they fix that bug. Anyways, that's it for today's Reddit video. If you guys want to go on the Reddit and make some posts, you should use code Claz in the Squad Busters shop if you ever spend anything. And check out my last video on screen right here if you want to watch a video on Spike. Wait, was it Spike my last video? I forgot what my last video was now. Yeah, okay, but you'll know what it is because it's right here.